Hi, I'm Scott Simi. I am the editor-in-chief of DroneDJ, and today, a solution to a problem many of you have had. Okay, so you're heading out in the field to do a drone shoot. You have charged your batteries, your phone is charged, your firmware is updated, and your micro SD cards have been wiped and put in your drone. So you're good to go. But then you get out there and it's a super bright sunny day and you're sitting there like squinting, trying to look at your phone or your tablet, and it's just not pumping out enough light for you to be able to see it clearly. I've been there, and it's really not a pleasant way to fly, especially if you're trying to figure out something like height or distance or some sort of information that you really need to get, or even just framing the perfect photo. If you're sitting there squinting or holding your hand over your eyes while you're trying to run the controller, it's really not a lot of fun. Now, there are, of course, some options. You could get something like the Crystal Sky from DJI, assuming you're flying a DJI product, and those are very useful. The people who use them say they're fantastic, and I'm sure they are. I remember when I first saw the Crystal Sky, it was like, whoa, I would like one of those, please. But I don't have one of those. I have a Phantom 4 Professional, and I use my phone or my iPad, and both of those, even with the DJI hood, can be a challenge if it's a really bright day. So, what is the solution? Well, first of all, before we get there, let's talk about nits. And no, I'm not talking about the type that might get in your hair or your clothing. A nit is a measurement of a unit of light, and it's the equivalent, if I can get this right, of the amount of light that is spread by a candle over 1 square meter. So a single candle would be 1 nit, and the kind of brightness that's thrown off by your phone or tablet is probably 400 to 500, possibly 600 nits, but generally not much above that. Now, a company from Spain that is a non-profit company that wants to put products into the hands of photographers, videographers, drone pilots, and other creatives, they have started to manufacture a 7-inch high brightness monitor, although they do have other sizes, but they're being manufactured in Spain. And these monitors come with 2,000 and 3,000 nits. There might be one with 2,500 if memory is serving me from their website. We'll take a look at that later. But the big deal here is the price. These are priced at $199 US for the model that I'm looking at right now. Now, of course, you're going to need some sort of output from your controller so that you can plug it into the HDMI on the PNBE unit. Now, the issue here on the Phantom 4 Professional that I own is that the controller, and I'm kind of looking at it here, you know, there's a micro USB on the back and a regular USB for your phone, and that's kind of it. So I was going to say you're out of luck, but you're not, because DJI sells an adapter that basically you undo those 4 screws, pull that off, screw in the new adapter, and it has HDMI output. So you can take the HDMI out of the controller, run it directly into the monitor. You're going to want to put the monitor up on a tripod or something. And remember, this is not an Android operating system, it's just a monitor. So you're still going to need to have your phone or your tablet as a controller, and you would run this externally, probably on a tripod, unless you rigged up something else that would work with it on your controller. But I think given that most people who are flying DJI products, really who are flying any products, you're not really moving around a lot in the field unless you're specifically doing something where you want the drone to follow you. So I think for most kinds of shoots where you just want to gather good images, that kind of monitor is going to serve you very well. Well, it would have been great to go out in the sunshine, but the weather wasn't cooperating. However, we're in the studio with really bright lights on, and you can see the difference is pretty clear. Now, the monitor itself will run off the NPF series batteries or also run with a DC input. And on the bottom, you've got HDMI in and out and a USB connector. Some of the other models have SDI. And you can see the histogram on the lower right, which is really handy for checking out your exposure. And on the lower left, we have audio meters. Where can you order these? Right here. They're selling them at cost. It's a not-for-profit organization, and really, you can't beat that for the price. I'm Scott Simi, Editor-in-Chief of DroneDJ.com, and we'll see you next time.